All right, so to start the bunny boot project, we first have to figure out how a bunny boot's made, and since no one really knows how they were made, we're gonna start by deconstructing a bunny boot, right, Matt?
Yep. And we're going to deconstruct it the best way we know how, with machinery.
And let's use the most complicated way we know how.
The most complicated. Oh, look at that.
I guess this is why it's warm. And then actually this what would be interesting here is the air valve. There's the air valve popping into that shelter there. And this actually looks pretty clean inside, like it wasn't compromised. But there's the air valve going into this pocket. Pocket's all, and you got a little bit of extra around the heel.
Yeah,
And then you've got the tops coming into the 3. And then this is kind of boring using this. So let's do the rest another way. By the way, this boot's from November 13th, 1986. Just bought it in a surplus store last week in Alaska. November 13th, 1986. Over 30 years old. We just bought this at an Army Navy surplus store last week.
So, Sean, why are we doing this with a water jet again?
Because we can.
Because we can. Best reason to use this water jet.
There we go. There we go. Boom.
And that is how you do it. There you go, Sean.
There we go. There's that old piece of wood in there.
Yeah.
Cool. That's a lot of padding.
Because we can.
Because we can.
Because we can.
Because we can.
Actually, that's not a bad cut at all. That
No.
was great.
No, it's a really nice cut. Actually nicer than the saw.
Yep.
We figured out that this piece of felt here is really important.
Yep.
We didn't do that originally, and if you don't put, so felt is thicker than the lofted wool.
Yep.
So it helps keep this cavity open, and from the, because you see the insulation got crushed. See all the other insulation's really crushed down?
Yep, not that felt.
Yep. Now you'll notice we have, in our boot, we have this even thicker, and then we have a real sole beyond that. This sole's been laid up in here. So we actually have a sole with air actually after that.
Oh, wow.
Because we have a real, so you'll notice there's no sole on that. Now I'm really tempted to cut.
I was just going to ask, do you want to cut one of the new ones?
Let's cut a new one while we're
All right, let's do it.
Go get one. Oh. This is one of our test samples, so you can see sort of how our insulation works. And then.
Wow, that's really nice, Sean.
Pretty nice, right?
Yeah.
Why are you so surprised?
Never seen in the inside of it. So why are we cutting this on the water jet again?
Because we can.
Because we can. I love it. I love it.
So let's just take a look. So you want to see, you know, honestly, this boot probably looked like our boot when it was built, but that's what, and we figured out whether it's 30 plus year old boot, new, old. But you can see the lofting has just been beaten down on the inside. This is what lofting looks like when it's fresh. Boom. 0.870. It's So that's 0.892 there. 0.916 there. 0.900. 0.900.
Yep.
So we have these air pockets. If you look at this difference here in the soles, we have a much broader heel to land on the ground, so it's not more like high heels.
Right.
And then we've got these air pockets, which are also insulation, right? Because this is a solid block, but air, we know that air is a good insulator there, and we got air along here. And then this is our insole. So then we have, if you were including the insole, so you're talking 1.46 versus 0.9. Now, we use up, so if you look at the toe cavity, we're at 1.2. 1.2 versus 0.9 on the toe cavity. You look at these here. This looks pretty good.
I would expect. I mean, look at the tread and everything
We have tread
on the bottom.
basically. Look at
Correct.
that. We still went with an all rubber tread, which is what they used then. But overall, pretty darn interesting. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you for the opportunity to use your equipment,
That was a
Sean.
lot of fun. A lot of fun. We got to cut some more stuff with this water jet. Don't we? What else can we? Where's your lunch?